Peace and love. 3 on the clock. Sending you all positive energy, high vibes, success on your entrepreneurship, all love, all positivity. Today, I'm going to be speaking about how to control your emotions in order to have soul evolution and to tap into your true divinity. Why are you here on this planet? Okay, when we deal with our emotions is connected to the harmonizing field. Everything begins in the center. Okay, and once we have some self-awareness of ourselves, we then expand out, just like the geometry figures, just like the cells in the body. Okay, when we are first brought into the universe from the mother, divine feminine, the woman's womb. Okay, so for an example, we are seen to be in that womb internally. Okay, then we have polarity that's manifested. So we move from the one in the womb to being the 2 of physical manifestation of the human body. Okay, so we are inside intuitively, spiritually. Then we are manifested physically, externally, out into the universe. Okay, so we have a beautiful creation of 2 complete opposites to create something beautiful. Okay, and we have to assess both aspects of light, of dark, of sun, of moon, of physical, and also spiritual. 222 on the clock. Duality that's manifested into the universe. 2 complete opposites to create something beautiful. I had to say it again as the number frequency came on, 222, because I have been diving deep and getting into numerology and life path numbers. And once we have the understanding of life paths, numerology, we are tapping into divine oneness. And we have an understanding of our personality traits and also the collective consciousness as a whole energy that they hold. Okay, we had to remember we all connected as one. So when we're dealing with the emotions, they are the harmonizing field. Okay, so we have to get rid of past hurt, not so good behaviors, not letting others affect our emotions, not being affected by external and physical experiences. Okay, and it's a part of mastering ourselves. Okay, now our feelings could be hurt by individuals if we are having an imbalance. Okay, if we are super sensitive and connected with the emotions. For an example, we have the main horoscope signs that is connected with water. Water is connected with emotions. People that is connected with the emotions and the water energy, they are more prone to be very sensitive, but they also are deeply empath. They deep psychic abilities are like amplified. Okay, so they are able to read energy, good and bad, really good. And the signs that hold the energy of the water and deep emotions are Scorpios. Okay, Scorpios have intense experiences. They're known to be the farthest away from the sun because it's connected with that Pluto energy. It's known to be one of the darkest planets and also the most transformational planets. So individuals that are Scorpios have those deep traumatic childhood experiences. And the deeper, the painful, the more challenging the initiations are, the more high status, high priest, higher calling. Okay. Also, Scorpio energy, very loving energy, but they have to let go of seeking revenge once individuals hurt them. But they're sensitive creatures because they connected to the water. So we also have Pisces. Pisces is connected to the water, known to be the fish, very empathic, very sensitive, very emotional, but they're mystical individuals and they're always in the 5D. They are connected with the higher source, the God force. They are the last sign, so they're known to be the wise elders because just like the number frequencies, we start in the beginning at 1, okay, and then we go up to the 10, and it's symbolic to completion. And Scorpio is symbolic, not Scorpio, Pisces is symbolic to the ending, the last stage of the zodiacs. So that means Pisces is a teacher of all other zodiac signs. Like, it's been through all the stages, okay, just like the moon have all the stages, and the last stage is known to be the wise elder, okay, the Wayne Crescent. So this is symbolic to all the different aspects in the universe, far as the cycles, the ancient connection, and also the personality and the energy. Because once we have the understanding of numerology and the number patterns and the symbols, we have an understanding of divine oneness and how everything operates in the universe. Okay, we mimic nature, we mimic number vibrations, we mimic everything throughout the universe. And it shows us that once we tuned in to the true essence and we are able to sit down and observe everything, and then we'll have the understanding of it, and we'll be like, okay, this makes perfect sense. But we have to become one within ourselves. So for an example, we have Aquarius, and they're known to be the water barriers, okay, and they pull down the knowledge to humanity. And every Aquarius that I connected with, they are still connected to the water energy and the sensitive emotions, even though they are connected with the air energy. Okay, so Aquarius have this unpredictable energy. Like, they don't really like to deal with intense relationships, and it's kind of challenging for them. But at the same time, they can have balance, okay, and deal with them. But they're known to, if you hear individuals, they say Aquarius never have emotions. They just don't have emotions. So they can care completely too much, overcare, or they can care not at all. Okay, but if they tapped into self-mastery, they're going to be in that center where they know to be balanced with the emotions, and they know how to control things and not just say, forget it, I don't care. Okay, because I have the Aquarius energy heavy, and as I was younger, I held that energy. So that's why I'm able to let you all know the experience of they can care, overly care, or they can not care completely at all. Okay, so it's kind of like an unpredictable energy with them. But you are deeply connected with water and emotions. So you have to be able to balance them when you are connected with the energy of Scorpio, Pisces, and also Aquarius. Okay, so the ways we can control our emotions is not being affected by others' opinions of us. Being tapped into our true divinity and being able to be okay with the decisions that we make and say, well, I know that I am master of my decisions and choices. Okay? I'm not affected by negative forces or negative opinions of me. Because like my ancient ancestors always tell me, they say it might be their truth of what they think of you, but their truth is not your truth. Okay? So you have to let things be and let individuals have whatever truth they want to have of you, because some things we cannot change, and we don't want to waste our time trying to make someone happy, but we want to take our time to make sure we won within ourselves and we are happy, because sometimes we're not going to be able to make everyone happy. Okay, sometimes individuals is just not going to like what we do, even if it's high vibrating. And we have to be okay with that and still operate out of the heart space of love. Okay? And do everything out of love. Okay? So the individuals that hold the energy of sensitive emotions, they also tend to like to take care of others before they take care of themselves. Okay? Also came to me Cancer. Cancer holds the energy of deeply sensitive emotions. Okay? They're known to be the family-oriented signs. They love being around family, gatherings, events, bringing the unification together. Okay? And they hold the energy of Maya, the nourishing, the healing, the truth, divine feminine energy. Okay? Unifying those two together. Okay? And when they have that energy, they just sometimes neglect themselves to make sure everyone else is fine. Okay? So if you hold that energy of Cancer, and this could be the energy also of Scorpios, Pisces, Aquarius, or any other sign, really, because sometimes 1300, as I'm speaking about emotions, and as we look into our zodiac birth chart, some of us can have double moons. Okay? So that makes us more moody, because the moon changes like every 2 hours. And it's just like a moody energy, a sensitive energy, because it has so much going on and so many different cycles and phases it goes through. And we mimic the moon. And so we can take on that energy. Okay? So we have, for an example, we have some individuals that are Aquarius sun, and then they also have Aquarius moon. So they're going to be deep into creativity, expressing their self socially, because they have heavy of the sun energy. Okay? And it can work the same way as having heavy moon energy. Okay? So it's more intensive, it's more intuitive, it's more sensitive and emotional when we're dealing with the moon. Also empath, more psychic abilities. Okay? So we can have to be able to tap in and make sure we are not neglecting ourselves to satisfy others. Okay? Make sure that we are operating out of the heart space of love. Okay? Make sure that we have healed the past wounds, the past relationships where individuals have hurt us. We have to be able to heal, because if not, the emotions is going to have an imbalance, and we're not going to have our heart opened up to be able to love. Okay, so we have to heal. I just did a video on childhood trauma and generational curses, and letting you all know how we can heal from the experiences. Okay, so an emotional imbalance could be, you can be controlled by other opinions of you. Okay, so you have to be balanced and don't worry about outside of opinions, and know that you are the master of your ship. You create your own reality. Okay, and you can do this by, without being too egotistic, but to be balanced and have the mindset all out of unconditional love, and not acting out to hurt anyone and to make them upset, but to be of balance with your emotions. Okay, also worrying about what others think. Okay, don't worry about it. Let it go. Release it and tap into your true divinity. Okay, once you embody self-love for yourself, you are not going to be moved, because you have mastered yourself, and you have the understanding that the decisions I make is okay with me, and that's all right. If someone else don't like it, well, too bad for them. Send them love and move on. Okay, letting go of hurt. Okay, and letting go of control. Okay, we have to be able to let go of the hurt, have closure, like I said, and also surrender to things. When we surrender, it puts us in a present moment. It puts us in a harmonizing field to be able to love properly, to be able to create beautiful things, to be able to tap into the five senses that will navigate us into beautiful places. But we have to be able to let go of the control. 1717 on the clock. Okay, so always act out of the harmonizing field of love, and that's how you're going to be able to open up and release. Okay, also mastering yourself. You have to have the self-confidence, the self-love, making decisions based upon what is happy for you. Like I said, know the true essence of the soul. Okay, once you know the true essence of the soul, you tap into the I am stoic status. Okay, I am status. No one else can say I am for you. Okay, so that means you are embodying the confidence and your true divinity within you, and you're not being moved. And that's how we manifest great things. 1818 on the clock. That's how we bring forth a beautiful reality, because we know who we are. Okay, we are not controlled by outside forces. We are not following, but we are being leaders. Okay, and we're leading by a great example. Okay, always be familiar with that. So, rundown. In order to have a balanced emotion, okay, release hurt, practice forgiveness. 555 on the clock. Have some self-awareness. Have clarity of the unhealed wounds. Okay, heal them, release them off your being, and have clarity. Okay, clarity gives us power. Okay, it helps us to have closure. Okay, open up your heart, surrender to love. Okay, and a powerful affirmation is to say, I am bigger than my emotions. I am in control of my emotions. Once you say that and you are confident, you have power, and you believe in it with the emotions, is going to manifest for you. Anything that we focus on, anything that we put our intentions into, manifest. Anything that we think, manifests. Once we are practicing powerful affirmations and we are focusing on the goal, it becomes the reality. Okay? Always be familiar with that. It's important because you can not be affected by outside forces, negativity, once you have the I am power and status. Always be familiar with that. So, once you operate out of the heart space of love, your heart is then open and the universe is receiving the signals, the energy that you are putting out. And we have natural laws of karma where everything that you are working on, everything that you are doing is not going unnoticed. And the power and the love that you put out from the harmonizing field, the emotions of love, is going to be amplified back to you. And it's going to continuously flow to you of the love that you've been putting out. Okay? So I just wanted to get on really quick and make a video of how we can control the emotions. And another good tip is to always be familiar that we create our reality. We have to be able to use the emotions for balance.